TC here. I recently visited Progressive Field to see a Cleveland Indians game, and I wanted to share my experience just in case you're going to see a game as well. We bought tickets to the 7 p.m. game, but we also bought tickets to the 1 p.m. stadium tour. And that's kind of where I want to start. When we got into the area, we got off the interstate onto East 9th Street. On that street, you can see the stadium, beautiful view. But one of our concerns, one of the very first concerns that we had was, where do you park for the stadium tour? Because on the website, it did not give any information on where to park. And so I called the Major League Baseball website. I tried to gather this information, tried to gather a phone number to call at Progressive Field because, someone there's got to know it, right? But the Major League Baseball website that you buy the stadium tours from was unable to tell me where to park, and also unable to give me a phone number to Progressive Field to call and ask someone there, where do we park? So I decided to, as I was on East 9th Street, take a left here onto Eagle. There's a big parking lot right across the street from Progressive Field. It's $15 or $20. So I started to pay that in the park. The attendant that was there was trying to get me into a spot that was a little bit too tight. I didn't feel comfortable trying to get my rental car into there. So I ended up pulling back out on Eagle Street. I ended up getting back right here on the corner of Eagle Street in Ontario, where I kind of parked the car on the side of the road, went into the team shop and said, officially, where are we supposed to park for the stadium tour? And they said, there's this little area right out front. Maybe 7 or 8 cars would be able to fit there, but on this particular day, there was a couple buses. So he said, can't park there today, so any area along Eagle Street that is available, go ahead and park there. It's no big issue. No one's going to tow you. On that day, no one was parked on Eagle Street, really, so we just kind of stayed where we were. We were out of the road. We weren't blocking the sidewalk. So we left our car there, went into the team shop, which is located here, took our stadium tour, which is an amazing tour, by the way. Had a great tour guide. That always helps. And as we finished our tour, we exited back out of the team shop, back here onto the sidewalk. And we decided, let's walk around the stadium. Right here is the very front of the stadium, so it has the Progressive Field sign. It's where you're going to want to take your pictures if you're kind of doing that thing. We did that, continued to walk down Carnegie Avenue, where at that particular moment, our tour guide walked out of the stadium onto the Carnegie Avenue side of the stadium. And he said, hey, a quick little tidbit, insider information. If you go down here to the left, there's a players parking lot where you can get autographs on the players if you see any pulling in. So we walked down, and there's this little kind of area with some trees. We noticed some guys sitting in some chairs. And then on the other side, probably about 5 to 10 kids just hanging out. So I went up to the guys in the chairs and said, hey, what's going on? Looks like there's some type of event or something going on here. He said, oh, well, this is the players' parking lot. So if you hang out here along this fence as they pull in, and there's a security guard here, as they pull in, if you're along the fence and you holler at them, they'll come over and sign some stuff for you. I was like, how have you been doing? And he showed me a baseball he had. He already had 15 autographs on this thing. So, he'd already got half the team. Again, to put it in perspective, when I talked to this gentleman, it was about 2:30 for a 7 o'clock game. So sometime between probably noon and 2:30, he'd already got half the team's autographs. And again, there was a group of kids, maybe 5 to 10 kids, and then these 2 teenagers kind of just hanging out. It was one of the teenagers that I spoke with, and he'd already got 15 autographs. So if you're ever on your way to Progressive Field and you want to get there a little bit early to get some autographs, really neat thing to do. Had I known that at the time, I probably would have got there early as well, try to get some autographs. For some of you Cleveland people in the area, if you don't know about this, I think it'd be great information. Get down there and get you some autographs. But anyways, that's an experience I wanted to share with everybody. If you see this video and you happen to get down there and get some autographs because of it, leave a comment below because I'd love to know. Or if you have any tidbits on other stadiums like this, please share, leave in the comments below. Any information that you can give me, much appreciated, and I hope this helps some of you guys out there.